Hey everyone, Chris Park here, and today I want to take you through our demonstration of our Arts and Crafts EPOS system. It's actually not just an EPOS system, it's a complete business management suite that allows you to do everything within your business. You can do taking sales, you can link to websites, link to eBay, link to Amazon, you can do your accounting, you can do reporting, you've got customer loyalty, customer marketing, screen advertising, you've got loads of different things that I'm going to take you through on this demonstration. The first section I want to talk you through is security. So within our system, security is vitally important. I know how important it is to you to know what your members of staff are up to. So with that being said, we've basically designed it so you can log in 3 ways, but the 3 different ways of logging in then gives you access that you decide for each member of staff. So for instance, in my store, I have a Saturday member of staff who can do virtually nothing, right up to my manager who can do anything within the system. You decide who's allowed to do what. So the 3 ways of logging in are username and password, like so. So you press username and password. If you were on a tablet, the likes of that, you can basically use username and password because it's easier than trying to actually log in using fingerprint and stuff that we're going to do now. You can log in on a swipe card, the likes of these. So you basically swipe down the side and that'll log you in. Or you can do what most businesses do, which is log in using your fingerprint. So if I put my fingerprint on, you'll see down the bottom it says Chris. So if I go to accounting, I can do anything as an owner of a business. If I come on as a junior member of staff, so pretend this finger is a junior member of staff, so if I log on using the junior member of staff's ID, I can't get in. I can't do anything that I haven't been allowed to do. If I come back on as an owner of a business, I can log in and it'll allow me to do everything. So you can see that it's very easy there. So we log in using the fingerprint. It records who's done what and when they've done it. It allows you to keep track on staff, and if you're ever worried, we show you different ways where you can actually check up on staff to make sure what they've done. The next section I want to talk you through is the sales screen. Now, the sales screen I think is probably your most important section because it's the part that allows you to take money off customers, which we all know is the most important thing within a business. So with that being said, we designed a sales layout specifically for arts and crafts businesses. So you can see the way this store looks. You can see it's exactly the same on the tablet as it is on the actual till. If you don't like the way this store looks, don't worry about it. There are loads of different templates available. They're on the screen now. And if you don't like the way any of them look, drag, drop, change the colours. You can literally design it however you want. There are loads of different examples and it's really easy to do. But we've designed this around working arts and crafts stores, so we know what works for you. So what we've done in this business is we've done big bulky items, so the likes of say the fabrics, they come on like big 10 metre rolls, 20 metre rolls, 50 metre rolls, etc. You don't want to have to necessarily be picking them up. You also haven't got barcodes on them, so we've done stuff without barcodes, fast selling lines and big bulky items. So the way they work is whenever you press a button, it puts it into the cart like so. So press button and it puts it into the cart. If you see there the orange means it's part of a special offer. We can actually double click on the offer down the bottom and it'll tell us what offers we got. So cards and envelopes, buy one get one free. So you can have your multi-buy split up, set up automatically and it'll put them through for you. In fabrics on here, what we've done is these are all done, they're all priced per metre. So if we wanted 5 metres of lace, you literally can press on the button, press 5 and it'll do 5 metres at £3.49 a metre. If you want, you can do parts of meters as well, so you can do 3.5. You can even, if you ever sell anything by weight and stuff, you can attach the scales that we've got attached there, and you can use them as well. So total runs across the top, so it's £49.40. If I wanted to make it 5 of those, so we do 5 at £6.99. You'll see it's gone purple because the offer's actually kicked in. So total goes to £63.38p. If the customer was to give you £70 cash, you press £70 cash. When you press cash door will open, receipt's going to print and it'll tell you your change on the top. Now your receipt will have your logo on, store number, order number, till number, who you served by, date and time, what you bought, VAT total, tender change, any slogans you've got, even got a QR code on the bottom. Now the QR code means that someone can scan that on their phone and it'll link to your Facebook page or your website. Basically allows you to get people signed up direct from receipt. Now, I don't know whether you get it, I get it quite frequently where people will come back for refunds, etc. Great thing is we've got a barcode on the bottom. If I scan the barcode, it brings up everything within that transaction straight away. So you'll see there, it's brought up everything we've done in the transaction. So I wanted to refund 2 meters of lace, for instance. Press 2, press refund, and it'll ask can it go back into stock. This case, I'll say yes, and it's gone to minus £6.98. Now, how long does it take you to do a refund in your store? Most people would say 5 to 10 minutes. With us, the refund's ready to go. If I want to do an exchange, I could do an exchange over the top. So I could do a card over the top, in which case the customer would owe me a penny. Or I can refund however I want, cash, card, check, mail order, or the one I like in my store, which is credit note. If I press credit note there, that's produced a credit note that's valid for the next 6 months in this store. And it was that quick to do a refund. So just so you do know, actually, one thing I will say on that, great thing about those is that in my store, only 40% of people ever spend their credit notes. That's why we give credit notes out, because customers quite regularly do refunds and things. They'll buy something off me, and then they'll try and buy it cheaper online, and then they want a refund. This way, it cuts it out, and it means that the money has to stay in our business. So that's good. Right, anything that, oh, just so you know there, you've also got a return section, so if you want to return it to manufacturer. Right, anything with a barcode, you can simply scan the barcode. It'll come up with quantity, name of the product, selling price. If you've got a product that you've got a barcode for that's not in your system, which will happen occasionally, you can scan the barcode like so. You can enter an item name and a selling price, and you'll be able to sell the product straight away. But you can also search our database. So our database has got about 6.5 million products on it. So once we press search there, you'll see it brings up what the product is. So we've got what selling price, what supplier cost, picture and name. Press insert, press accept. From then on, that product's in your system, as you see, so it'll scan. Now, how long does it take you to put a product in your system? It takes forever. Well, on us, we've managed to get it in seconds. So, a couple of other features you can do. If you click the question mark next to the product, you've got a picture and text on every product. That can be linking straight up to your website or even onto eBay and Amazon if you want, depending on how you want it set up. You can also see, if you've got multi-sites, you can see what quantity of that product you've got in each of your stores. You'll see in this one we've got none, because we only just put the product in. If you wanted to create a label for that product, again, how long does it take you to create labels in your store? If you want to do a label, press that one, and then within seconds we produced a label for that particular product. That could be stuck on it, it could be a shelf edge label. You might not like the way that looks. You might want to actually create a big label, like a sticky label to go on it. If that was the case, print label, we'll do a different label style, we'll pick a different printer, like so. This one takes a little bit longer than this one to print. But again, that's printed a sticky label, like so, that can go on the shelf, it can go on the product itself. You know, if it was a big product like that, you could stick it on it, it'd have your logo on, so it looks like your product. Again, how long does it take you to produce sticky labels in your store? I imagine it takes a while. I know that in my store that cut out an awful lot of time on pricing products, etc. A few other features I'll show you in this section. We can search for images online, we can check for wholesalers who sell that product, and we can also check what other people charge for that product, both on the internet and people who've got our store if you want to do it. You've also got the ability to charge different prices for that same product. So for instance, in my store, I have 8 prices for every single product. So I have retail price, wholesale price, staff discount, gold, silver, bronze customers. I have internet price, and then I have one-off price for certain customers. So certain people have negotiated a certain price on a certain product. So all them are set up with rules. So we've got like staff discounts anywhere between 10 and 20%, wholesales up to 30, 40%. All of those are set with rules, and once the price goes up to me in regards to supplier cost, the retail price can go up as well as the price for customers. I'm going to fly through the rest of the sales screen because there's loads of other features, but I don't want to bore you with too many. Do you ever have to give discounts to your customers? Well, if you do, you can do a percentage discount, so I could knock 10% off the whole cart and it'll knock 10% off for me. I could knock the whole cart down to £5 if we wanted to do a discount for a particular reason. Again, it's done it for you. It records who's given the discount and when they've given the discount, so that you're not too worried about members of staff discounting when they shouldn't be. So you're able to do that. You might do deliveries, or you also might do special orders for customers. Well, if that's the case, so if I wanted to put this on a delivery or a special order, pick my customer, press customer orders like so. We press new order, and what it does is once I press accept, it fills in new customer order for me, which can then print delivery notes, delivery address. You can take deposits on orders if you want. It will also, if that product is something you don't have in store, that will be on your next order you do through the system, and then it can even flag up to the customer when it arrives. That's pretty much it within the sales screen without going too deep. You've got the ability to do quotes if you want, you've got diary and bookings if you've ever got appointments. The last thing I will quickly show you is if you're serving a customer, so I don't know whether this happens to you a lot, happens to me a lot in my store. You start serving a customer and they'll then ask you for advice or how to do something or just want to have a general chat. If that's the case, you can then switch carts, serve someone else like so for £5 cash drawer will open and then we'll go to cart 1 and everything that was in the cart originally is back in the cart again. So what I'd say to you is, do you think that would speed up your ability to serve customers? On average, people find that they halve the amount of time it takes to serve every customer by putting in our system. So that's what we want for you. We want you to be able to serve customers better and more efficiently, but also have a load of the features that we've got there that allow you to do lots of things within your business while still serving customers. The next section I want to talk to you about is stock control. Now, stock control I think is vitally important for your business. It allows you to control what's going on. It allows you to make sure that you've got enough stock on the products you're selling lots of and that you're not holding too much stock on things you don't sell a lot of. So if I go into our stock control section, you'll see there's quite a few features in here. I'm not going to bore you with them all, but just so you do know, you've got Stock Manager, which allows you to hold just about any piece of information you want on a product. You can do things like name, barcode, or multiple barcodes, multiple case barcodes. You can do supplier costs. You can do multiple suppliers. You can do pictures to go onto your website, text to go onto your website. You can even do things like warehouse location, so you can multi-site products, etc. All that's within the Stock Manager. I won't bore you with it, but what I will talk to you about is something that I know can make your business more efficient, which is automatic reordering. So reordering through our system is so simple. How do you place your orders now? I imagine most of you place your orders by going around with a pen and pad, going through and looking at a shelf and saying what's there and trying to work it out, and making notes and then placing orders. Well, that's fine. You can carry on the same way if you want. I did it in my business like that for 5 years plus. Now, I know how inefficient that can be. I know how long it takes time-wise, but I also know how we're not necessarily the best at getting the products in, or I certainly wasn't. Well, what would happen was that we'd go around, we'd think we were doing well, we'd do an order on a pen and pad, and then we'd still have to go out to cash and carries and wholesalers and place orders for products we'd missed. Well, if you want, you can use the system to place orders for you. So you create orders. You can do an order based on blank order, min, max, previous order. The one that most of us will want to do is based on min, max, which basically looks at what you've got in stock and reorders to get you back to a level. So for instance, on these paints, we might want to say whenever we get down to 3 of them, reorder me a pack of 12. What that'll do is when you go below 3, or get to 3 or below, it'll take you back up to 12. It's that simple. If you want to do it using the system, you create an order based on min, max, and you press accept. And what that does is it looks at what you've got in stock now and it places you an order. It's that simple. So if our system's just created me an order for £1,278.88p. If I press edit items, it shows me every single product I need to order based on what I've currently got in stock. So if I want to pick a product, you can look at any product and it will give you, let's have a look, see if we've got some with some stats for you. Yeah, so on any product we want, it will show me total sold last 7 days, last 14 days, last 30 days, most sold in a week, least sold in a week, average sold in a week. You've got winter versus summer, excuse me. You've got Saturdays versus Sundays, etc. Just give you stats on a product. You can press this button here, which will search for items you can buy cheaper from somewhere else. Because you might have, so in my business, I have products I can buy from multiple suppliers. If that's the case, you might actually choose to pay more for a product because you know you're going to get it into stock quicker. The system gives you the ability to choose what you want to do, in other words. If you don't want a product on order, select the products, press delete. They are no longer on that order for you. Alternatively, if you want to add to the order, search your database, find the product, and you can press add and it'll add to the order. Once you are happy that you've got your order created, so our order is now £1,257.23p. Once you're happy with your order, you can email it, print it. So you email it, print it, phone it, fax it, however you do your orders, you can still do them in the same way. All I can say to you is, the 18 hours we cut off my business by going from a manual order to an automatic reorder saves me an awful lot of money. But more importantly, it means we're much more efficient at getting products in. Couple of other things just to quickly mention first is we've got seasonal mins and maxes, so you could hold different stock levels in the summer versus the winter, or Christmas versus spring, for instance. So you can have different stock levels. It also becomes intelligent. The system learns, so it learns where it thinks it holds, where it thinks you hold too much stock, and also where it thinks you don't hold enough stock, and then it'll advise you accordingly. This will make you much more efficient and make your business much more successful. Next, I want to talk to you about statistics. I want to talk to you about reporting within your business, learning what's going on within your business. We've designed a whole section on accounting that allows you to analyse how your business is performing and make informed decisions on how to grow it. So the way you would do that is you go into our accounting section, and then you've got loads of different things here. So you've got cash up manager, you've got customer report, staff manager, incident log, you've got chain stats. If you've got multi-sites, you can look at chain stats and see how each store performs against each other. In this case, we're going to look at an individual store, so we're going to go into selected store statistics, which is easy for me to say. You pick your dates you want to look at and press show details, and what that'll do is it'll look over that time frame and it'll show you what products have sold. So if you look there, it'll show us quantity sold, name of the product, supply cost, selling price, profit. Do that for each day of the week basically. So actually it's doing it for each product within your database. It's a better statement. You've got gross income, net income, profit after that, vatable income, VAT-free income, VAT estimate, transactions, cash card, check, mail orders, vouchers, and on credit. So it gives you loads of information there. You've got average income, average stock cost, average net profit, average number of transactions. You've got your percentages depending on how you work them out, so that's what I would class as a margin, or your POR there within there. And then past data, how we're doing versus last week, last month, last year. You want them to all be green because it means we're making more money. This is a demo database, so don't worry too much about it being red, but suffice to say in your store, if they're green it means we're making more money, if they're red it means we're making less money than we were on the last time frame. As well as that, you've got filters that you can put on. You can put on like cash purchases versus card purchases. You've got checks versus mail order. You've got members of staff. You can filter by customers, day of the week, types, subtypes. In other words, any filter you want, you can put on, and then the data will adjust accordingly. From that, there are charts and reports. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds of reports within our business. I'm not going to bore you with them all, but what I thought I'll do is I'll show you some that will actually allow you to see the type of information you can get for your business. So, you can look account summary daily, so you can do each day of the week, income, non-VAT, expenditure, tax, profit. Do it daily, weekly, monthly. This will export to the likes of Sage or QuickBooks or Xero, that we've got links with all of those products as well. You've got best income lines, best income lines, worst income lines, best selling lines, worst selling lines, best profit lines, worst profit lines. You've got categories, so you could say, well, how is paint performing against fabric, performing against whatever else within your business? That's great for you because it allows you to see which sections are making you most money. Within fabrics, you could say, how is denim performing against silk, etc. if you wanted. You've got miscellaneous transactions report, right? Now, so miscellaneous transactions is anything that could be a theft by a member of staff. If you want to see how this works for your business, go onto our YouTube channel. There's a couple of videos there mainly on how you actually catch members of staff stealing. I share with you how I caught 3 different members of staff stealing from me and show you how we went about it. That's in there. So in other words, if you want to see someone, if you want to find out how people can steal from you, watch our other video. You've got petty cash overview, which shows money in and out of the till. And then you've got repeat purchase offers, which shows how your multi-buys are working within your store. I'm going to flick through this because I don't want to bore you with loads of things you're not interested in. You've got a basic overview, which is the same as what we've shown there. You've got cash up report, banking summary. You've also got the ability to have staff performance chart. That's really useful because it allows me to see how each member of staff does. It shows you what they sell, how much they sell it at, average spends and things like that. To give you an idea, in my store, I have 2 different members of staff. One who's got an average spend of £12, one who's got an average spend of £28 whenever they sell a transaction. Who do I want to serve customers? You will have exactly the same in your store, and it flags it up for you because they log into the system each time. You've got customer statements, so if you wholesale anything out, you've got customer invoices, customer statements, credit limits, credit days, etc. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of them, but I'll quickly flick through them. You've got income generated per hour of the day, income generated per day of the week, income generated over multiple months, income generated per member of staff per hour of the day. You get the idea. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reports. If you've got multi-sites, it shows you each site against each other on a pie diagram. You've also got line charts against the same. The last things I'm going to show you within here, just while I've got the folder out, is shelf-edge tables. Quickly, there is a customer statement for a customer invoice for you if you do wholesale. And anyway, these are examples from different businesses, but all these labels, they are all created through our label maker. So obviously when we come to the label maker section in a second, just bear in mind that all of these have been created through the system. You can drag and drop and create them. There are loads of different templates. What I'll say, everything I've shown you there is showing you information that you can learn about your business. Information is key. Once you know what's happening, you can do stuff to change it and have positive effects on the way that your business is performing. I want you to use your data that's within your business. This builds up whether you use it or not. So use your data and work out how you can make that grow your business. If you want to see how we do it, go onto our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and you'll actually see all the videos that we're producing showing you how to use your data to make more money. Following on from statistics, I want to show you through our new hub. So our web portal, which is on here, is basically like a control panel for your entire EPOS system. It allows you to manage from the cloud everything that you need to do. So you can access that from both from your tablet, from a PC, from a till, but you can also even access it from a mobile phone if you want. So I'm going to quickly log in and I'll show you through some features. So quickly do that. So we're just logging in here, and what this will do, let's quickly pick 3 all stores, let's do a month's worth of data. It will show us our total number of new customers, total number of transactions, products sold, total income, best customer, non-loyalty card customer sales, loyalty card sales, total refunds. It will show you what products you've sold. You can do days of the week, so you can do what your busiest months of the year, for instance, if you want. Or busiest hours of the day, or busiest days of the week. You can do average transaction value. You can do that for one store. You can also do that for multi-stores. So if you've got multi-stores, you can see how they perform against each other. So you can see store 3 performs slightly better than store 2 and store 1. You can do income per group. You can do new customers added. You can also do like keys. So you can manage your entire system from here. So you can move keys around. You can put your software on a new till or a new PC without the need to ring up and speak to us. You can manage it all from here. You've got the ability to purchase new keys. You can also watch all your software tutorials, and you can pick all your new and different templates for like sales layouts or even databases you can download off us. So basically this gives you the ability to overview your entire business and manage it all from one centralized hub. The next section I want to talk to you about is customer loyalty, or CRM, or customer rewards. I think this is the most vital thing you could ever do within your business. It's something I'm really passionate about. It's something I'm very, very good at, and I work as a consultant doing this in businesses all over the world. Customer loyalty is the key to growing your business. You need to know who your customers are. You need to be building lists. Without building lists, you don't know who your customers are and you don't know how they interact. Just so you know, the value that's in your business is in your customer list. It's not in the products you sell. It's not in your premises. It's not in anything else. It's in the list of customers you've got. If someone ever buys your business, that's what they're actually buying, is the list of customers you've got and the amount of business you do because of that list of customers. So I'm going to show you how you can go about growing your list. So first things first, if you want to sign someone up as a customer, we click new customer on the sales screen, and we take some information. We want to take name, so full name. We want to take postal address so we can write them a letter. We want to take email address so that we can not only send them an email, but we can also upload that list to Facebook and to YouTube and to Google, and we can target those customers with specific adverts. We also want to take their mobile number so we can do exactly the same again on Facebook and YouTube, but also we can send them texts, which gets the message straight into their phone, straight into their hands basically. So that's how you sign people up. When you sign them up, you want to also make sure that you're giving them a loyalty card like so, because that way it's got your branding within their purse or their wallet. They're seeing about your business all the time. So there are loads of different examples here of loyalty cards, but basically the reason you're doing that is because it's giving a bit of branding for your business. Okay, right, that's how you sign people up. How do you get people to actually sign up? Well, you need to offer them some sort of rewards, be it points or multi-buy offers or special discounts or whatever you can think of to get people to sign up. If you can get people to sign up, the data is what will make you money. So how do we go about making money with the data? So if we want to look at a customer, so we pick any customer we want from our list and we click individual customer statistics. Let's pick a better one, someone who's got a bit more sales. So customer number 1 has been in 7 times on a Monday, they've been in twice on a Tuesday, twice on a Wednesday, twice on a Thursday, never been in on a Friday, been in never on a Sunday, but been in twice on a Saturday as well. So it shows you when they come in, it shows you their different average spends on different visits. It will show you how often they visit your business, what hours of the day they're most busy, what their average transactional value is. So there are only 3 ways to grow your business. We've got videos on this on our YouTube channel, but the only 3 ways to grow your business are to get more customers, which is the way that you would all think to get more to grow your business, to increase their average spend, and to increase their number of visits they do. That is your average spend you want to focus on, trying to increase that across all your business. If we do that, we can do that for one customer, but we can do that for all customers. So if you see all customers' average spend is 1868, so in this case, this is a very much an average customer of ours. It'll show you their yearly spend, their refunds, percentages, etc. It'll also break down what products they actually buy in store. Again, you can do that for one customer, or you can do that for all customers. So let's look at curtain eye silver. What do people buy when they buy that? So if I press show items bought with it, it will show us what people buy with it. So whenever we sell curtain eyes, our average spend's only $6.98. However, if we do canvas, what's our average spend here? £19.52. So it shows you the difference in spends on each of your individual products. The higher your average spend, the more you want to try and push and sell that product. And that's what you want to focus on in here. It also tells you what all products they buy with it. Shows you how many average sold with it, number of other products bought with it. It'll also show you things like seasonal. So do you have seasonal variations? Which we do in here. We sell a lot more in summer and spring than what we do in winter and autumn. Why is that? It allows you to make informed decisions because you get data. As well as that, we can look at things like best spend periods. So we might want to look at our best spend month for all customers, like so. Press refresh and it'll show us our best month ever, and it just gives you stats like that. Now that's the data side of it. What I want to show you now is not the data side, but more the actual way you can actually grow your business from it. So if you click on marketing campaign, it allows you to look at how the business is performing, or more importantly, how your customers are interacting with the business. So if I asked you now who your best customers are, would you be able to tell me? You probably would be able to tell me some of the customers. If I said, can you tell me any customer who spent over £100 in store? So if we want to do that, we would create a list, over 100 new. Create a customer list of total spend in the last 5 years of over £100, like so. We press recalculate and it's 461 customers. So these are your best customers, because if someone spent £10,000, they'll be within your list of customers who spent over 100. But that is your best customers who shop in your business. If I then said to you, how many customers have you lost in the last 12 months? Could you tell me? Let's have a look. If we wanted to in here, we could say, and number of visits in the last 2 months equals 0. What this will then do is, it'll say anyone who has visited our business, who spent over £100 but not been in the last 2 months, and it shows us that 343 out of the 400 have not visited our store in the last 2 months, sorry. So we've lost 343 customers. What would you do if you could get those 343 customers in a room next to you? Would you go and have a conversation with them and try and get them to come back into your store? Of course you would. They're your best customers. They're the people who spent the most money in your business. Now you might think this doesn't happen to you. Well, I do this for a living. I focus on this for both other customers and myself. If you watch a video on our YouTube channel about how many customers have you lost in the last year, you'll find that I lost 1,286 customers in the last 12 months. I then show you how I managed to get some of those customers back into store. We sent one text message, which I'm going to show you how to do it now using our system. So one text message, I managed to do £12,000 in one weekend. Would that be useful for you? By the way, we only reactivated 250 customers, about 253 I think, customers into our store. Would that be useful for your business? Of course it would. If you then look out for our other videos, we've got another video showing you where we turn those 1,200 customers into £80,000 worth of income over a 12-month period, simply by working on our lost customers. So, just so you know, you could do best customers, you can do worst customers, you can do people who've bought one type of product and not another, you could do people who've bought one product and we just want to target them with an advert. We can do people who've got birthdays coming up, so we could do anyone. We take their birthday, anyone who's got a birthday coming up, you can send them a birthday card. That's one of the best pieces of marketing you will ever do. The system can automate it for you. You can even get the card sent out through links with the likes of DocMail or Stamp. It's so simple to grow your business if you work on your list and you target people properly. Quickly show you how you would actually go about that and how you go about sending a text to your customers. You pick your list you want to do. So I'm going to use a test list just so it just sends me a text, not a load of customers. We can do a test SMS, which I've already designed, which should go, hello, basically, we're sorry we haven't seen you for a while. Please accept £10 off this weekend. Puts the voucher code in. Do that, and then you can press test, which is basically would run all campaigns. So if I press run campaign here now and press go. So once it says completed there, if you give it a second or so, just while it text message has just come through from Premier EPOS that say, hi Chris, we're sorry we haven't seen you in a while. Please accept £10 off this weekend. Here is your voucher code. For me, it's a really easy way to grow your business. You could take that same list now, just so you know, and you could export customer list as a CSV, put it onto MailChimp, you could put it into an email responder, put it onto Facebook, put it onto YouTube, and target those customers with a specific set of adverts. Think about it, you could target your best customers, your worst customers, your lost customers, people who've bought one product, people who've bought another product. The list goes on and on and on. As I say, go on our YouTube channel, you see all the videos of where we target customers. I want you to do this within your business. If you do it, I promise you, you will make more money. I've never ever experienced any customer who's set up a loyalty scheme and used the data who's not made more money within their business. That's why we give it you all for free. It's part of all of the software that we sell. We want you to grow the loyalty scheme. All I can say is, if you use it in your business, you will grow your business. As I say, focus on all the different things I'm showing you there. There are loads of different ways to do it. You can even have like automated remarketing. So if someone buys a product, it could send them a sequence. You do all things like that. I won't bore you with all of it. Just make sure you're implementing it within your business. Next, I want to talk to you about second screen or screen advertising. So if you see attached to this till here, we've got this screen attached. Now, as you can see, it's rotating adverts as I'm talking to you now. Now, this is great because what it actually does is it allows you to earn some revenue from your till system. So in my store, I charge my reps to advertise on my screen, I charge other local businesses, and they bring in revenue that allows me to pay for my system completely without me having to actually pay for it. So that's great. Another good feature about that is that as it's rotating adverts, it's been proven that people are 5 times more, or are proven to stay in a queue for 5 times longer if they've got something to watch. So that's what we're actually doing here, we're giving them something to watch. Now, as well as it being an advertising screen, which it's doing now, it also obviously doubles up as your second screen for your customers. So whenever you scan your product, like so, you'll see that it goes into the cart. Now, this allows customers to see what they're buying. You can have specific promotions pop up. It'll even, if you select a customer, it'll suggest products that they typically buy off you. So as you can see there, it's suggesting products now. This typically will find that 1 in maybe every 10 or 20 customers will go and pick up another product that they've forgotten to buy. So that's a real good way of upselling without you members of staff having to do it. Now, as you can see, if we were to leave this now, it would go back into an advertising screen. Or if I was to pay with £20 cash, like so, cash drawer will open, your change will then come up on the rear screen. It lets the customer know exactly what they're buying, and then as soon as that you've served the customer, within about 20 seconds, it goes back to an advertising screen. What I'd say here is this is a really good feature for upselling and keeping your customers happy, and it'll actually make it so that you're making some extra revenue within your business. Next, I want to talk to you about labels. So, as I've already shown you in the statistics page, we've actually got a full label making software. So I've shown you some of the labels you can produce. So just to quickly show you again, All these labels in here, so all these, they're all made using our label making software. Basically, to access them, you go to your shelf edge label designer, like so. You pick your printer you want to look at. So if we do that one and we do receipt label, let's do way up label first actually. If you edit label, press design, you can literally drag, drop, change the layout. You can add a picture to it if you want. So we want to do a big picture, just a random picture. We want to extend the size if we want. Basically, you can drag it, drop it, move it whenever you want. If you use a keyboard and mouse, it's easier than that. In other words, design whatever label you want. You don't need us to design them for you. Just so you do know though, you've got about 20 to 50 templates you can already download. Anyway, I'll quickly show you how easy it is to produce labels from stock. So if we wanted to do, we'd do receipt label default, produce way out labels from stock, like so. Actually, we want to do normal labels from stock. Recent price changes, accept. And let's do another one. Let's add that one in as well. So we put both of those in there. We want to add selected to print list, add selected to print list. We'll do that one as well. And add selected to print list. So we've done a few there. We can press print preview and press print. And what that'll do is it'll spit your labels out like so. So it's splitting full labels out that can be stuck on your products. If you want, you could do exactly the same again, but you could do way out labels. So you could do stuff. If you sell anything by weight, you can put it on the scales, produce a way out label, and it'll produce that for you. You can do big A4, like so, posters, anything you can think of. If you can design it, you can print it out through our label maker. To give you an idea, our label maker is that comprehensive that we have some people who've bought the software just for the label maker for no other features. And I want to quickly talk to you about tablet. So we have a tablet version set up here, which is exactly the same version that's on our main till. Anything you can do on the till, you can do on our tablet. So I want to put a product through, so I do crafts and we do paints. Whenever I press a button, it puts it into the cart. I can then process a transaction. If I want, I can have it so that the receipt printer and cash drawer are all connected. Essentially, this is a full mobile version of your till. So you can do anything you can do on your till. You can do customers, you can do stock, you can do reordering. Basically, anything you want can be done from here. Now, if you've gone back a couple of years ago, every single person who ever bought our system bought a full till. I would say now about 50% buy tablets and buy other mobile devices. This is really good because you can take it home. You can even get stands and stuff to mount it on your counter. If you want, you can buy your own tablet. You don't need anything from us. Same on your actual hardware on your till as well. But we've got a little clamp stand here that allows us to have them dotted around our store if we want. So you can have it clamped to different parts of your store. You could be serving customers on the shop floor rather than making your counter the sole point of sale. Next, I want to talk to you about our app. So our app actually is, again, a bit like the tablet. It's a full version of our actual software, but on a mobile device. So you can do things like stock control. So you can go around and you can place orders, you can bring stock in, you can pick web orders all from in here. You can also have this attached to our PDAs, which have got barcode scanners on them. You can do statistics, so you can see how your business is performing without having to be there. You can even walk around and serve customers. So you've got sales mode on here where you can serve customers, produce their order for them, and ask them to go and pay at the counter while having prepped all the order on PDA. We've been doing apps for about 10 years now, so this is our third generation that's been out for about 6 months. So as you can see, we're constantly updating it and developing new features that allow you to grow your business. So that concludes our demonstration. Thanks for watching today. If you want to get a trial of the software, you can click on the link below or go to crafts.premiereposlive.com and you can download the trial of the software. I'd really advise you do that because you can actually get to play with it yourself and see what works for your business. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.